Hey guys, it is Saturday, October 7th, 2017, and I'm here with Steve and Mandy. Hey guys.
Hey, Michael.
Are you ready to see some more room designs?
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait.
All right, well, let's get right to it today, okay? Now, this one's really cool. I love it. It's from ANGELGIRL 315, and it's called Homecoming at the KVA at the Kinsville Academy. And they've set up like this little night scene of a football game, which is really cool. So they've got those bleachers on the right that were given away during a Winterfest event. Same with those stadium lights there. And there's some football uniforms that we gave away as well. And they set up this little football scene. Really, really cool.
I love the wallpaper choice. I can't remember what it's called. I know I've seen it before.
I have no idea. I always think I've seen all the wallpapers. I have no idea where this wallpaper came from.
I think it's eStore, and I have seen it before, but it looks like there are fireworks going off in the distance, which is, it adds so much excitement to this.
It does, and I love like the homecoming. This is more something that they celebrate or they do in the United States, I guess. But I guess they have typically a homecoming king and queen, and you can see them watching the football game there.
Oh, cute. Yeah, and there's a homecoming parade right down the front with the spree tiles and the people in costume.
This is amazing. This has so much going on. The football game, a parade. You've got the people in the stands watching. You've got
the king and queen.
The king and queen there. The horse that seems to be guarding the football field.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a little
tickets. That's right.
Oh yeah.
So they're not a guard. They're handing out tickets to homecoming.
And it was really interesting to use that fence actually as the border for the field. So really, really good job, ANGELGIRL 315. So let's move on here. This one's really nice and appropriate. It's Gobbling Up a Dinner, and it was sent in by Skippy Bradley. And it's a little Thanksgiving sort of dinner scene here in this little cottage. And I love that little apple pie bed in the corner.
I was gonna say it's such an adorable, warm, little cozy room, but then that little bed is so cute. It's just that quirky.
What had happened to the turkey there that he's sitting in the corner facing the wall?
Oh, dear.
Is it? Oh, no. Maybe a timeout.
Let's not think of it. I was going to a darker place.
It's a turkey timeout.
Yeah. Hey, turkey, look over there for a second. No, but this one's really well done. There's a lot of Fall Fest prizes I see here, and I just love that stove. It's part of the country theme, but I just love to look at that old antique stove.
Yeah, me too.
Really, really great job, Skippy Bradley. So we're going on to the next one here, and this one's cool. We see a lot of camping scenes, and this one's a STARRY campsite and was sent in by Midnight Fireflies 17. And there's that canoe couch again from a past Marshmallow event, and they've actually used these Webkinz lake tiles that you could make during a previous bake sale event, and you can set them up in your room, and your pets can actually swim on them, but they're perfect here.
Yeah, I love the way they've placed the canoes in between those tiles so that it looks like they're floating on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then some of the rocky items from the
Marshmallow Collection
event. And then again, that wallpaper is the perfect backdrop to this. It gives that nighttime feeling, and it just makes everything feel so enchanted.
Yeah, it's a great use of tiles all over, kind of mixing land and water and everything else there.
Mm-hmm. And just putting the couple of rocks at the base of that waterfall on the right there makes it look like the waterfall is actually running down the rocks and emptying into the lake there. So really great job, Midnight Fireflies. Let's move on. This one's really cool. It's a restaurant, and it's a fancy restaurant at that, and it was sent in by MIKAN. And there are the dark walls, again, we saw in a recent design, but it really makes everything pop right out of this design. And beautiful design. I'd love to eat here.
Yeah, the dark walls are really elegant, and using those lamps, those sconces against that wall, they've got a beautiful glow to it. And again, they've stayed really simple with the colors, and this just seems like a very elegant place to eat.
Yeah, that's a great thing about, you can go really fancy with a lot of the wallpapers. We have a lot of elaborate designs, but then we also have very simple wall paints, like pretty much every color, including the basics, black and white, if you want to just kind of go with a more stark design. So a lot of freedom of choice.
Yeah, and it took us a while to come out with that black wallpaper, right?
Yeah, it was just one of those things that one day we were reading comments. Somebody had mentioned that we didn't have it, and you thought, wasn't any reason why we didn't have it. We just, hadn't thought of it. And so, it's a great suggestion out there that we put in very easily.
There you go. Well, great use of those dark walls, MIKAN, on your restaurant. So let's move on here. This one's really cool. Now, there's not a lot of stuff happening here, but it's all really well organized, and it's a gem museum, and it was sent in by Grace.
Well, with the white, again, we were just talking about the simplicity of the walls. I think if it's gems, you really want a neutral background, right? Because that will really make the gems stand out. And so I think the white is a great choice.
Yeah, and again, there's this mystery flooring that we can't place that we
Right.
saw in an earlier room design video that, is gorgeous, very ornate, kind of feels like a maze of some sort. And I love the hotel reception, the non-haunted version, of course.
Yeah.
It's great.
The
little
desk is
museum.
awesome. Yeah, because you can use it for offices, for receptions, whatever. And I'm thinking that this person here, this player, is a big fan of the adventure park because part of the display there along the left side of the wall, there's some adventure dig prizes and a grand prize. And I really like that duck that's part of the exhibit because they are wearing the crown of wonder. And so lots of different shout outs to different gems that we feature in this game. So great job, Grace, on your gem museum. Let's move on here. This one's really cool. It's a schoolyard and it was sent in by Corgi Lover 630. Now, a lot of these prizes that you see here, we gave away during a previous flower collection event in May. And the fencing there is from our Super School giveaway, but works perfectly here for a playground.
Yeah, and is that purple tube slide, was that a family score prize?
That actually,
Sorry.
I believe you can get it from the game of Spree. It's a mall prize.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
I knew I'd seen it somewhere. Yeah, no, this is like really fun family place to hang. Well, schoolyard, actually. I was thinking it would be a family picnic place, but it's student place where
Right.
they can hang out. And, I love that they've put a checkerboard table in and then used the rocky ledge seats as chairs.
That's
because
true.
you do go to some parks where they have, painted permanent tables with games on them.
Yeah.
So that's such a clever idea.
And that's a family score prize, right, Steve?
The checker table, yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, and they've got all the right little extra things on the picnic tables here. Someone brought their homework, which is good. Good to see.
Yes.
And the, I think, Kinsville Academy guidebook, and we've got some
Yeah.
A+ soda and all sorts of perfect things that you would find in a schoolyard.
Yeah, and actually it's almost invisible on that green background, but you see the Circle of Friends topiary, which is in the south corner there, and that's actually probably one of the first items that we actually released. It was an exclusive item. No longer available, but there you go. Corgi Lover 630 has one on their account. So great job. Let's move on here. This one's really cool. We've seen this illusion several times of this miniature village, but this one was built in a small room, and it's really cool because they're using these little toy cars that we gave away for a Cars 3 promotion earlier this year.
Yeah, I love how they've put the little bulldozers and diggers on sand tiles. Like
Right.
they're building more houses there. So that
That's
was
true.
really clever.
Yeah, and I think it's like one of our original dollhouses there, no? They
Yep.
from quite a while ago. So you've got a good mix of the old and the new.
Yep, you can find it in the fun stuff section under toys. So there you go. And of course that wallpaper is perfect because it gives a nice cloudy background to this little tiny village. So great job, FIRESTORMWOLF. Let's move on here. We only have a few more left. This one's really cool. It's called Home is Where My Purple Planet Is, and it was sent in by Brenda. Now, I picture kind of like a glass dome roof or something on here, and you can see right outside to this awesome planet from a faraway place.
This is amazing. Now, is the mobile zone, is that where a lot of these purple pieces are from?
I believe so.
it's-
Either
yeah.
that or Webkinz News prizes.
Oh, okay, because I know there's one theme that you can only, well, there are a couple of themes you can only get from the mobile zone. I think one's kind of purpley. And wow, they work so well with this wallpaper and flooring, which is amazing wallpaper and flooring.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I mean, maybe they have this purple planet all to themselves, Michael. They don't even need a dome. Like, it's just open because nobody else is on their planet. That would be pretty cool.
Well, the pet in there is wearing a spacesuit. So,
Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. Really, really cool. And that spacesuit actually you can get by trading gems with Nefaria. So there you go. And actually we recently updated this spacesuit that you could get playing Melissa's Star Challenge. It's the Galaxy suit, which is really cool. It's a white version. So there you go. Great job, Brenda. Let's move on here. And this one's really cool. It's a treetop terrarium, and it was sent in by Maytree I 1806. Sorry. But this is really cool because I love, we don't see a lot of treetop rooms, but I just love the texture of that leafy flooring there, and it really makes a nice cozy atmosphere, especially when you line the room with all these flowers like they did here.
Yeah, I love it when people put water features in a treetop room because it makes it feel sort of extra magical. Like you're thinking, how are they pumping that water up there? It's like this magical place. And then, of course, those patio items are the mod patio items from the flower collection event, which are great items, and they're so simple. Like, they just work really nicely against that green. And I think there's a daisy flower tile there too. Yeah, that they've got set on.
Yep.
Really nice.
From Spring
What a great
Celebration.
idea.
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, it's a great little treetop sitting room.
Yep, awesome job. So we got one more to show today. I thought this one was really cool. It's a candy garden that was sent in by Mist, and I should say Mist sent me several designs, and we got to keep an eye on them because they're pretty good designer. But this is their candy garden, And there, of course, is a gingerbread cottage building kit that we released several years ago around Christmas. But they've essentially used a lot of these candy growing garden seeds from the e-store, which is really cool. And actually on the right, along the right side, I see those 2 trees. There's the lollipop tree and ice cream tree. They have 2 of both. Those ones were exclusive items that have been retired. So Mist has probably been on playing Webkinz for several years, and that shows because it's a great design.
Oh my gosh, it just looks so yummy. And even, like, I'm not sure if that barn is supposed to be, it's probably just supposed to be a regular barn,
Yeah.
but because she's thrown it in this room, it makes me think it's like chocolate with icing on it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it even looks delicious, although it might not be supposed to.
I think it's a PSI from one of our pets.
Yeah, it looks like a bed, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
The background's interesting though, because is that our usual outdoor background? It looks.
I think maybe
there
it's
like a
cut
mountain?
off.
Yeah, I know that's
Maybe they
true.
like dragged it down or something like that.
It could have been, yeah.
Yeah, usually it's up more and you see the mountains in the sky in the back, and they've kind of so maybe they've done a little bit more than just design. They've actually kind of repositioned the flooring here to kind of get the one special shot with all the sky eliminated.
Yeah, it really pops against that green.
Yeah, looks great. So great job, Mist, on your candy garden. Guys, everybody, great job who had a room featured today. If you want to have a chance to get your rooms featured, then send us your room designs. You can send them to letsbuild@gans.com. And of course, you're going to want to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Webkinz so you'll know whenever we release a new video. That is the end of this video. Thank you, Mandy.
Thanks, Michael.
And thank you, Steve.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.